To be honest, when we went to do making the band, I wasn't even like in the mind state of okay, I'm going to go perform as a tryout to get a deal. I was just hanging with my friends.
Prove to me that you are alive.
Since it's a podcast, man, and we're not really following a timeline, this is what I wanted to ask you because I've been getting a lot of heat for it lately because I talked about it on the other podcast. Shout out to Soulevate.
Uh,
What did you think of the death of Slim Shady? By the way, before I say this, I don't know if you know, in
mm,
2019, I wrote an album which was
mm,
all about killing my ego. It was called Death of Nas. You know what I'm saying? Like, so whatever. Eminem did it 5 years later. Kudos to him. He used the same concept. But what did you think of the death of Slim Shady? Because coming from you, you're a professional, you're a musician, you're a lyrical genius. I want to hear your perspective. Did you listen to the album fully, and what did you think of it?
the last Eminem album that I like actually played and would keep in my car was what is it? Relapse,
Relapse, yeah.
recovery.
Recovery, okay.
Because like I'm not gonna lie, like I don't like monotone and like same flow. I just felt like Eminem's flow just became stale. Though
Yes.
he's like rapping fast and like
Phenomenal.
killing it, but it was boring to me. Like he got boring to me.
Yeah. So what did you
It
think of?
wasn't
Have you heard the death of Slim Shady?
never.
You
The
haven't
only
heard it yet?
introduction to it is like what you claimed, you know. But you have to remember, like, okay, music. I always say music, like they say in heaven, angels, all angels do is sing around God. So
Okay.
I always say true musicians and true artists have the spirit of angels.
Right.
So now we know that history repeats itself and things are patternized. Like, like there's similarities. So it's possible, like, not even that he stole it from you, but you two may have been on the same frequency at that
We,
point.
we tapped into the same. That's what we believe. Like that, we tapped into the same plug, basically, man. But no,
Exactly.
I really wanted to just know your professional opinion because to me, you're a musical genius. Because everybody's coming at me because what I said is I listened to the album and I said that it was not what I expected. Like it was very repetitive. And
Mm,
to me, Eminem is not no longer hungry, man. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just
yeah.
like when Mickey was talking to Rocky and tell him, "Look, like you've been eating for way too long. You're not hungry no more." That's what I have heard
Mm.
from the death of Slim Shady. So I wanted to know your opinion, but if you haven't heard it, it's cool. Maybe you will give it a listen and we can come back to it some other time, man. That would be cool just to hear your perspective because I respect your opinion so much, and maybe people are telling me I'm crazy for not liking the album. So I would like to hear your perspective, man. So take us back to your
Yeah.
very first.
Yeah,
This is
I
what
hear
I
you. I hear
this
you.
is what I this is what I want to go back to, man. You write this phenomenal first rhyme. How old were you, and what was the moment where you decided that I want to pursue this in life? I want to be an artist. I want to pursue hip hop. Like I want to do music. Do you remember when that happened?
Okay, I'll give you instances. Rebel Clan. I didn't, you know me, I was very aloof, just writing poetry and drawing. You know what I'm saying? Like the people around me created a band and were actually going to music industry events. And I was like the youngest one that supposedly was mature and they would allow me around them. So they brought me along for the ride.
Can
And
I
Rebel
Alpha
Clan,
Alpha?
you
Hold on. I'm really really sorry. I have to interrupt this so I don't want to forget. And please don't forget what you were about to say. I'm not gonna forget. But do you know what Casey told me about that time when Rebel Clan was forming?
what up? What do you tell you?
he told me that there was only two nice rappers on there that he thought that they were so nice that they will be mega stars one day. Do you know what
Mm.
two rappers he named?
Cool.
He
Ace
named
is
you.
one of them.
He named Ace and you, bro. He said those were the superstars of Rebel Clan that he knew that was gonna be mega stars one day, man. What do you think about
No,
that?
Case is being modest because I'll keep it real. As far as skills go, Ace was the pinnacle of just rap. Like Ace would have been considered like how DMX was,
His
just
voice,
raw
bro.
and like
His voice. Yo.
energy and like. But KC was the full package. KC had
Mm,
the look. KC could rap. He had swag. So much so that when Puffy did making the band and we went, Puffy picked KC
I know, yeah.
and he offered him a deal, but KC said, "Nah, you got to sign all of us."
Yeah, yeah.
And you got to think, Puffy even put KC in the commercial that they made for making the band. That was him showing the world like these are the people that I'm gonna be in my group. So when KC turned them down, that was kind of like a spit in the face.
Yeah.
I think personally we got blackballed after that.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
didn't something happen that when y'all were coming from the studio, y'all got pulled over on some bullshit? Like some shit like that went down?
yeah, man, you remember that? That's interesting.
And like that was deep because like some niggas on a run from the feds, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like that was God, yo, for real. But
That's
KC, KC was like, if you go back, I have the Rebel Clan album on
I have it.
Bandcamp.
I have it, bro. I
You,
have the actual copy of Rebel
you
Clan.
still have yours? See, this
Yes,
happened again. I can't touch this thing.
and
Too
I also
sensitive.
I also have the neo rap movement, bro. I have the
Uh,
classics. I have the actual physical albums, bro. I'm gonna sell it for like a $10 million on eBay one day, bro.
Prove to me that you are alive.
Yo, yo, but if you go and listen to a Rebel Clan album right now, honestly, even me, I can always go back and listen to it. You know who's nice. Even Ace is nice on it. But as far as who's ready, who
Mm.
at that moment would have been a worldwide name and skill wise was presentable and ready, it was KC. Go listen to it.
So what do you think now that you're a grown man? What do you think about him turning that deal down?
I understand it because it makes sense why he was so ready. The maturity, and you got to think, KC had a kid. KC was only 16. He had a kid. None of us had children yet. So he already had a maturity level. And then for me, Casey's mom is a pastor.
Mm.
So he had a lot of depth and knowledge of self at that time already, to where he didn't go in that building for himself. So when he left, he stayed true to himself, you know? He said, "We came in for this. So I'm not, nah, you know?"
So you think
So
now looking back, do you think he made the right decision?
in hindsight, I would say yes, but not due to like all the allegations that Puffy's going through. I would say due to growth and like what the music industry would have presented to us then, like drugs, women, jealousy, like the money, the immaturity. I would say like those devils, like that desire and like those temptations would have corrupted us. Because
Mm.
even without having all that money and stuff, all the stuff we went through from all those years. Imagine being thrown into the public eye
Yeah,
with money and
yeah.
all of that. We would have been like, some of us might have died, yo,
God,
like
yeah,
OD, all kind of
destruction.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah. You know
For
what's
real.
crazy, man? Yeah, I remember we used to talk about that as young men. Do you think that if you were in that room, I mean, I know the answer because I know you very well, but you judging yourself, would you have done the same thing?
But it's like, to be honest, when we went to do making the band, I wasn't even like in the mind state of, okay, I'm going to go perform as a tryout to get a deal. I was just hanging with my friends. Like
Wow.
even when I did my tryout, I went in freestyle.
Wow.
It was like all a little game to me.
Mm,
Whereas like KC, he has his rhyme ready. You feel me? Like
mhm.
I didn't know what was going on. Like it was a game to me.
But
So
would
if
you
they would have been like,
have said the same thing though? Would your answer have been the same as KC's answer was?
my answer wouldn't have been answered by myself solely for the fact of the matter. Like I wouldn't have took that upon myself to make that decision for myself because we
Mm,
were a group. So if Puffy would have been like, oh, Alpha, I want to sign you, I would have been like, all right, let me chop it up with my brothers, you know? And I would have
mhm.
went to Muhammad, Ace, Emmett, KC, say, you know what I mean? Like, yo, he said he want to sign me. Like, what y'all think I should do? You know what I'm
That's
saying? That's how I would have did it. I wouldn't have just made the decision like, no, I'm not taking this deal, you know? And not for the sake of like, oh, because we're a group, just because, like, that's how I always looked at it. Like, all right, bet. Yo, he want to sign you. I think you should do it because if you get in, we all get in. You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Right.
Or nah, yeah, I don't know. That selfish stuff don't. I don't see things like that.
Hmm. So
And but then I
so
understand.
yeah, so you're at making the band, but you're still taking it as a game. When do you think you started taking the craft more serious and made the decision for yourself that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
Okay, even when I did raw and uncut, it was just raw talent and being able to
Classic.
rap. You
Classic.
know.
I
Thank
have
you.
that too, by the way. I think I'm the only person in the world that has the physical copy of Raw and Uncut.
Right? But you see, like I like being a soloist, like going. I remember I went. There's an artist, Intel. He does paint, he paint murals, all kinds of graffiti, all that. Intel, from Philly, technically from Jersey, but he moved to Philly, and me and him would always hang out. And I remember when I was doing Raw and Uncut. I mean, when I was doing the neo rap movement, Intel did the cover for me.
Hmm.
So I remember I had him making me something, cover or sneakers or something, and I went to his house in Jersey, and there was a dude there. I think his name is Biz, white kid from Newark that rap, and he put the beat on, and we started rapping. Yo, and he like demolished me. And it's
Wow.
not like he demolished me, like he was way better than me, but he was way more seasoned than me. He could
Wow.
control his rhymes. He could
Got you.
freestyle continuously without messing up. So
Wow.
when that happened, I just started feeling like, yo, there's niggas out here that's nice. That's what made me take rap serious, not from a business standpoint of like, yo,
Right.
it's like, oh shit, I gotta get nicer.
The
Even when I dropped out of college, I didn't drop out of college to pursue music to be famous. When I dropped out, I'm sitting in English class writing a rhyme, and I was like, I'm never gonna get the passion and experience to be one of the dopest if
wow.
I have to use most of my focus to do this. And I dropped out.
Crazy. Crazy, man. So you always see that that's true sportsmanship right there, man. That's someone that, and that also proves it. Like, sometimes I tell my wife and I tell other people, like, look, man, I've been doing this for 28 years now. You know what I'm saying? And like, because and I do it because I love it. You know what I'm saying? This is what I love doing. I don't make songs for somebody. I make it for myself first. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo,
I love the process. I love everything about it, man. So look, man, we
hold
definitely
on.
go ahead.
Piggybacking, I just saw an interview with Rick Rubin, one of the original founders of Def Jam. He
Yeah.
said it. He said, the reason why the film industry, the music industry, all of it is so lame right now is because people are making art to cater to other people. They're
Mm,
not making art that they like and they want to make. They're